Are you familiar with the different things that can cause stress in dogs? Stress is a common reaction within dogs, and it can happen for many reasons. For dog owners, this means being aware of the signs of distress rooted in situations or objects an animal experiences regularly. To give our canine companions peace when life gets hectic, start by understanding the very real sources of stress in their environment, which might not always be what you expect. In this video, we'll discuss 16 common causes of stress and how to help your pup overcome them. Keep watching if you want to ensure your best friend stays happy and healthy no matter what life throws at them. Let us know which stress factor you can see in your dog. Comment down below. Especially number 12 is often seen because we sometimes love our furry friends too much. Before we start, subscribe to this channel and hit the like button to see more videos like this. We also want to offer you a free digital copy of our Happy Dog Handbook, the essential guide for dog owners. This handbook helps to provide dogs with everything they need to live the healthiest and happiest life possible. Click the first link in the description to get your copy. So let's start with the things which stress out dogs. Number 1 that stresses dogs, waking them up. It is important to be mindful when waking up a dog, as sudden movements or raised voices can easily startle a canine. Such disturbances can cause their heart rate to spike, leading to a feeling of stress and anxiety, particularly if it happens frequently. If left unchecked, this could lead to changes in behavior and potential aggression or heightened reactions to future surprises. To avoid this scenario altogether, ensure that you are gentle and encouraging while waking up your pet, and reassure them throughout the process. Doing so will help keep your pooch calm and relaxed so they can enjoy restful sleep time each night. Stress factor number 2, pointing or shaking a finger at them. Pointing or shaking a finger at dogs is not an effective or recommended way to communicate. When we point or shake a finger at them, dogs may interpret this as a sign of aggression and become startled or scared. Studies show that dogs feel threatened when humans use aggressive hand gestures, such as pointing and shaking a finger. This can lead to anxious behaviors in the dog, such as barking, cowering, or even growling. A more positive way to interact with your pup is to use words and voice commands instead of pointing or shaking a finger in their direction. Praising your pup when they do something acceptable reaffirms their good behavior in a non-threatening manner that won't create stress. Stress factor number 3, telling your dog it's okay. Many people think that telling their dog it's okay is a comforting phrase, but it can actually cause more stress in the long run. Dogs can pick up on vocal cues from their owners, such as calm reassurance or anxious energy. When you tell your dog it's okay in a nervous or hurried tone, it might cause them to think that something is wrong, and they will start feeling anxious or uncertain. This reaction can be further exaggerated if you continue to use this phrase around other people or animals, because dogs learn social cues from their owners and environment. Instead, use calming tones and words when addressing your pup. Try using phrases like, "It's safe here," or "You are doing well," to give your furry friend the comfort they need without causing any additional stress. Stress factor number 4, loud noises. Dogs are much more sensitive to sound than humans, meaning loud noises can cause immense stress for our canine companions. It's not only loud noises from machinery such as lawnmowers, leaf blowers, and jackhammers that can cause distress for dogs. Even seemingly harmless activities like kids yelling or running around can be enough to make them nervous. Recognizing the signs of anxiety in your dog before it escalates into full-blown stress is important when protecting your furry friends from uncomfortable situations. Common signs of distress include droopy ears and tail, pacing, lip licking, yawning and panting, or attempting to hide or escape the noise. Knowing how to manage surroundings that may pose a risk is essential when trying to keep dogs calm in potentially stressful environments. This is due to the evolutionary traits of their ancestors that would often see at-risk activity and danger from unknown sources. It is important for owners of dogs to be aware of this, as dogs are generally more sensitive and easily stressed when placed in different surroundings. Professional behaviorists will recommend familiarizing your dog with social and environmental elements with expertly structured succession plans to get them used to be calmer in those situations. Doing this right can help create a safe and comfortable environment for your canine companion. Stress factor number 6, lack of exercise or interaction. Dogs are social animals, and lack of exercise or regular mental stimulation can be detrimental to their health. This is because dogs are naturally energetic, curious creatures who need physical and mental challenges. Dogs can become bored and easily stressed out without these activities and interactions, such as vigorous activity, consistent playtime, or problem-solving tasks. Signs that your pup may be overwhelmed with stress include aggression, barking excessively, soiling indoors, and excessive panting, all of which could involve destructive behaviors like chewing furniture or digging holes in the lawn. Ensuring that your canine receives adequate exercise and daily interaction will help them stay calm and content. Stress factor number 7, introducing your dog to new people. Introducing your dog to new people can be stressful for both the dog and the person being introduced. When meeting a stranger, dogs will often look to their owner for cues on how to act. So, it's important that they be given positive reinforcement. Before introducing them, ensure your dog is comfortable with the unknown person by giving them a chance to smell their hand or offering a small treat first. Establishing trust between dog and human is key in order for the interaction to go smoothly. If you notice your dog getting agitated during the introduction, take a break and try again later. Keeping things calm and relaxed will make sure that everyone enjoys the experience. Stress factor number 8, unhealthy foods. Even if you think that your pup is living its best life with lots of treats here and there, it's important to be mindful of the type of food that are being given and also the quantity. Some snacks may contain high levels of fat and salt, which can add too much extra caloric intake to their diet and potentially putting them at risk of becoming overweight or obese. Too many unhealthy foods can cause an imbalance in the nutrients they need to stay healthy. So it's better to aim for natural, balanced options instead. The occasional treat will always make your pup happy, but keep in mind that a balanced diet should be the mainstay of their nutritional needs. Stress factor number 9, using multiple verbal cues to indicate the same behavior. Using too many verbal cues to indicate the same behavior can cause a lot of stress for dogs. Even if the terms used are similar, they can still confuse your pup. If you want your dog to understand what you're asking from them, only give one cue at a time and be consistent with it. That will minimize the confusion and help reduce any added stress on your pet. Additionally, try not to put your dog in a situation where they have to guess what behavior is being asked of them. Be direct and clear with each command given so there is no misinterpretation. Doing this will make training easier for both you and your pup. Stress factor number 10, separation anxiety. Separation anxiety is a real issue for dogs that many owners are unaware of. From barking and whining to destroying furniture, separation anxiety can manifest itself as different behaviors in dogs whenever their owners leave home. It is especially common among rescue animals that have experienced trauma or abandonment in the past or been separated from their litter too soon. Identifying and understanding the source of the problem can be an important first step to helping your pup cope with being alone, whether through behavior modification training, providing toys and treats when you are away, or both. With patience and consistency on the part of pet parents, there is hope for helping our four-legged friends lead more relaxed lives while we're away. Stress factor number 11, changes in routine. This can stress out dogs since they rely on predictability to stay calm and comfortable. It's no surprise that something like a change in environment, such as moving to a new home or adding a new pet, or having their owners gone for longer periods of time, can put them on edge. Unless done carefully, disruption of established routines related to things like physical activity, meal times, and sleeping schedules can cause dogs plenty of distress as well. A good way to approach any kind of major change is gradually introducing it so that the dog has a chance to gradually adjust and become accustomed to it. This will help make the transition much more pleasant for your furry companion. Stress factor number 12, pulling on their leash. Pulling out a dog's leash is incredibly stressful, both physically and emotionally for the animal. Physically, it can lead to neck strain, pain in the throat, and airway blocking, producing an inability to breathe correctly. Mentally, it can be traumatic and lead to immense distress and confusion. If your pup isn't familiar with you or perceives you as a threat, having that close proximity will cause them extreme anxiety. Still, all of this can be avoided by teaching your canine companion to undertake walks without pulling on the leash. It just takes patience, consistency, and perseverance from the human. Stress factor number 13. Staring directly at a dog. Studies have shown that staring directly into a dog's eyes puts them in an uncomfortable position and can lead to stress responses in their behavior. That is because dogs interpret eye contact with humans as either hostility or submission, both of which are uncomfortable responses for the animal involved. The best way to interact with your furry friend is to look at them briefly, then look away, allowing them to take control of the situation. That will help make your pup more comfortable and reduce the amount of stress they experience when you interact with them. Stress factor number 14. Hold them while you hug or kiss them. Constant physical contact with a dog can be a source of stress for the animal. When someone hugs or kisses them excessively, they may become uncomfortable and anxious due to the lack of control they have in the situation. Dogs need an appropriate amount of physical affection and contact, just like humans do, but giving them space when needed is important. Pay attention to their body language. If they're squirming or tensing up, step back and don't force any contact. Instead, try talking or petting them gently, as these activities are more controllable for dogs and can be relaxing rather than stressful. Stress factor number 15. Tell no over and over. Dogs are highly intelligent and curious animals, always learning from their environment. When owners consistently say no in a firm or angry tone, they may become confused and stressed. That ultimately sets them up for failure. The goal is to set boundaries, but approach training with consistency and kindness. By saying no calmly but firmly, combined with praise and rewards when behaviors are successful, your pup will learn faster and feel more secure in their relationship with you. Dogs that receive consistent positive reinforcement will understand expectations easier, creating a calmer atmosphere for everyone involved. Stress factor number 16. Pretending to throw the ball. Deceiving your pup by pretending to throw a ball may seem like harmless fun. However, it can cause a great deal of stress for your canine companion. When dogs expect a ball to be thrown, and instead you simply deceive the pup by saying fetch or making a throwing motion with no ball, this sets up an anxiety-inducing uncertainty. The anticipation built into waiting for the ball to arrive further drives their stress levels up, as your dog is left wondering what will happen next. For these reasons and more, pretending to throw the ball does indeed increase stress in pups. So remember to treat your pooch always with respect. Now we're at the end of this video. If you got value from this video, you'll also like the next one. Thanks for spending time with us.